Hello, hello, you beautiful soul. So I had a message today come through for somebody who has been reaching for their goals and feeling like they're trapped in a loop, like looping. I even saw somebody, what looked like someone sitting on top of a wheel and just like holding on, and the wheel's spinning, and then the person just holding on to the wheel, like this looping cycle energy was like taking somebody for a spin, like taking someone for a ride is what I was seeing. But first things first, Spirit wanted me to just let you know that you're not asking for too much. Whatever that means to you, whatever that means to each one of us, right? Like, Spirit was really firm, I guess you could say, with the idea that we have all of our dreams and goals, desires, and everything written in us, you know? And so the fact that you can even dream up something, right? A project, a certain outcome. I don't know what this, this, who knows? It's different for everybody. But everything that we truly desire to experience is written already. We just get to watch everything unfold. So Spirit just wanted me to mention that, whatever it is that you are desiring is not too much, and you're not asking for too much, right? Like, this message is for a collective of people who have done the shadow work, right? And have done all the light work, right? Like, you're the person who has always been, I won't say always, majority of the time, have been following your heart, right? And that doesn't go unnoticed at all. So I had, so Spirit was saying for somebody to shift the way that you are thinking and speaking and feeling about your passions, your desires, right? Like, maybe somebody feels like whatever it is, their dreams, their goals, their aspirations are too far outside of their reach. And Spirit's just saying that the way you speak about these things, right? Because the message I was getting, I'm sweating right now, y'all. I don't know why I turned my AC off, but it doesn't matter. I like to sweat. Anyway, so Spirit's saying that you're thinking about this stuff anyway, right? Like, it's written in you. This dream, this goal, this desire. You're thinking about it. Whether you're thinking about it positively or negatively, it's still there, right? So Spirit was saying for somebody to shift the way that you are thinking about something, and from a negative, like, I couldn't possibly, 333 as I look up, this is too big for me, whatever, because that's what you're going to create for yourself, right? It's just more of that suffering and separation. But the fact that you even think about these things, they exist, right? So you can choose to focus your thoughts on a positive outcome when it comes to this thing, whatever it is, or several things, any things, all the things. But Spirit was saying that we all came here to experience and to expand our consciousness, right? And just being here, we're programmed to, have this lack mentality, and then it creates these limiting beliefs and thought patterns. And then we get stuck in these cycles and just loop, right? Just loop around and get stuck in these cycles. So then came the message about shedding, and how 444 years I'm saying this, how right now, whoever this message is for, you are likely experiencing or have recently experienced like a tower moment, or something was coming through where like someone frequently has tower moments, but it, like, you notice that each time you have one, you're handling it better, is what I was hearing too. So whoever that's for. But I was seeing like now you're either approaching or you're at the point where you can have a tower moment and kind of sort through the rubble afterwards with gratitude and just detachment, you know, like where, how do I explain this? Where you're like, you know, happy or pleased to see what did survive and you're happy and pleased to release whatever didn't survive a tower moment, right? So it was, you know, like all all healing messages is like shedding the old stuff, releasing negative patterns of behavior, and sometimes it's just limiting beliefs, and it's different for everybody, but our thoughts and I'm sweaty, our thoughts and, you know, words and feelings become things. And so if something's already written in us, right, a desire, a dream, a project, or whatever, if it's already written in us and it's there, it exists, you know, are we going to allow our programming to limit our potential, or are we going to attempt to reprogram ourselves, or at least become aware of the things that aren't serving us, right? And so shedding some weight, oh, that's what I was seeing, is like a loop, like somebody like looping, right? And whenever you shed, like during tower moments or during moments when we're shedding, I mean anything, we're releasing old stuff like dead weight, negative energies, whatever, releasing this stuff, and then we get a little bit lighter, and then we kind of get to expand, you know, and we're constantly expanding in like this loopy thing is what I was seeing. But as you ascend, as you wake up, as you know, raise your awareness, your consciousness, you get to expand, right? So it's like the more you shed, the lighter you become, the more you get to expand, is what I was seeing. So what else did I have? Yeah, Spirit was saying to just allow shedding, to let go, and just completely surrender people, places, and things, right? Like I remember sometime last year where things were so intense for me, I had to be willing to surrender everything, just literally everything, you know? And it's just that willingness. And it makes me think about the Bible. My brain just went left, and I'm not good with names, but y'all know who I'm talking about. The guy that was supposed to kill his son, and it was just his willingness. But I feel like that's, you know, sometimes you get to that point where you literally have to be willing to surrender everything. You're like, you know what? Tower's coming down. I'm tearing it down. Whatever survives is for me. Whatever doesn't is not for me, right? And you get comfortable with that. You get comfortable with tower moments. You get comfortable with shedding, because you know that it's ultimately going to lead to your growth, right? And rebirth. So yes, I mean, that was so awesome. I loved that part. So balancing your energies was in there, but I wrote down, you are all that is, right? You learn that, you figure that out during your spiritual awakening. Like, you are all that is, and you have the power within you to exit these loops, you know? And so the balancing energy thing came through at the end, because we sometimes get caught in just the doing and not the receiving, right? We have to balance the doing and the receiving, and not just doing from a place of fear, shame, or guilt, but doing from a place of unconditional love and taking what did I write? Inspired action. Yeah, take inspired action, right? And spend more time receiving information, right? Being in your feminine energy, because there's constantly information's all around you. And we just have to know what questions to ask, you know? So if there's something that you feel stuck on or you're seeking clarity on, ask, you know? Be specific. And then get into a receptive mode where you're willing to receive information, you know, because messages can come from all over, anywhere. Come from some lady on YouTube, even, you know, or just a random strangers walking down the street and they happen to be saying the key words that you needed for clarity, you know, in a conversation that has nothing to do with you. You scan through the radio and you hear a song come on and it gives you exactly the message you needed to hear, right? There's so many different ways that we can receive information, and that's why it's so important to balance our energies and to stay grounded so that we can receive the information that we need, right? And then take the inspired action necessary to exit these loops, right? To shed, to let go, to whatever, right? So anyways, I'm gonna leave it there. I love you guys so much. I love you so much. You're amazing, you're needed, you're important, you're beautiful, and yeah. I love you.